Christmas came early this year because we got a new, very big Horizon game announcement. I got my merch on. We're ready. There's a lot to go over. They also put up like gameplay trailers. We got so much info, and I want to also explain what is going on. Like, who is making it? What is happening with the other Horizon projects? Why is it not coming to PlayStation? Because this new game is only coming to mobile and PC. We got a whole website to go over where we can also see a lot of like information about the game. So it's gonna be great. Again, we got trailers. Strap in. But I want to start over here on Twitter because this is Guerrilla Games announcing the game. We are excited about the latest announcement from our friends at NCSoft. Horizon Steel Frontiers, a cross-platform MMORPG for mobile and PC through Purple, which the NCSoft launcher, so I don't think it's coming to Steam. They, of course, get 100% of the money through their own launcher. Check out the full announcement trailer here. But yeah, again, no PlayStation 5. Why? Well, here's why. We've loved collaborating with NCSoft and are beyond excited to be able to hunt machines together in the world of Horizon. At Guerrilla, we are still busily working on more ways for you to do just that. More on that to come. Basically, because Guerrilla Games is making their own co-op game that we think, like all the live service games from Sony, will be on PlayStation and PC, that is why it's basically Destiny Rising. Why is Destiny Rising not on console? Because, it would hurt Destiny 2. And that is likely why they're not putting this game on PlayStation 5. In a perfect world to me, because let's look at this game, it would have been like, yo, NCSoft, you do the multiplayer thing, that's your expertise, put it on mobile as well, like Genshin Impact, right? That's on PlayStation, that's on mobile, that's on PC, same game. While we work on the single player game. But no, Guerrilla Games want to do that themselves. And, I mean, this game feels more made for like an Asian market, so maybe that is the reason. But on the other hand, you will at one point have two live service Horizon games. I mean, that's what they are planning, running at the same time, asking for all your time. I don't think it's wild. Okay, let's look at this because it looks, I mean, I've already seen kind of snippets, but I've not seen the full thing. I want to look at this trailer first, then we look at the gameplay, and then we come back for the sort of developer diary that they're doing. But it's on Unreal Engine 5. Yeah. I think this is new music, right? Okay, we're already overriding machines. Like it's nothing. This girl, I should say. She has it on her, like a wrist override device. What the heck? That would have come in handy. Okay, we already see the Stormbird. Would be cool if they have new machines, but I don't think they will. But yeah, there are of course a lot of machines they can already put in this game. Yeah, who's that gonna be? Scorcher, Fireclaw. Okay, Fireclaw. This is like, this is of course a trailer. But from what I've seen from the gameplay, it kind of looks like this as well. I've already seen people talk about the sword. They're like, it's too big, it's too fantasy, it's too Final Fantasy 7, it's too Monster Hunter. I personally don't mind. I'd like more melee combat and having the giant swords. Yeah, kind of want to do it. Okay, the grapple hook is back. Oh my god, a stalker mount. Are we really taking down the Tallneck? Are we really doing it? They're climbing it. But damn, the Stalker mount. That's wild. And of course, yeah, you can fly on the Sunwing too. Why not? If that's really possible. But yeah, MMORPG, so we're hunting these big machines together. Like, I like the idea. Aloy can do it alone. These people, they still are superhuman. Like, they're kind of over the top. But they, of course, need to work together. Focus on the machine parts. Okay, dual blades. Awesome. Yeah, very Monster Hunter-like, of course. But yeah, I like that it's more MMO, so... Of course, Monster Hunter is still very co-op session-based. But now, like, on paper, you should be able to just walk around and then see people already hunting the machine and you just join in on the world event or whatever that's going on. And also, with the amount of stuff they're showing, so this is like the announcement trailer. They have gameplay as well, and they say pre-alpha, but it already, like, I would not be surprised if this comes out like next year or early 2027. This, Utaru. Okay, it seems like we have abilities here. Again, the big sword. So I do think it's gonna be Monster Hunter style, where your weapon kind of decides the class you are. I'm curious if you can like switch classes immediately. We see a charger or broadhead, like. Oh no, we got the stamina. We got the stamina. Oh no, oh no, oh no. But yeah, they run like Aloy. Love the Apex bristleback. Yeah, why not use the grapple on the machine? Oh, we saw damage numbers. We saw damage numbers. I want to see what happens. So yeah, crits, vulnerable. Oh wow, we had some like hunt the Apex Fireclaw. I really hope there's like a lot of story as well. That would of course be cool. So it seems to take place in a completely new region. That is a very nice way to summon them out. Very MMO-like, of course, but that's way faster than having to call and then wait for the... Yeah, they just appear. Yeah, the broadhead just appears, like, under you. Why not? Shock trap. What the... Like... I thought the idea of the grapple hook in Forbidden West and stuff was awesome, but I ended up not really using it. Maybe because I was too used to the Zero Dawn gameplay, but if you could do this, I don't think... Like, you can, of course... You can launch yourself, but you're more like launching yourself vertically in Forbidden West, and now you just zoom, fly around. I mean... This looks so cool. This is what I wanted from Forbidden West in terms of melee combat. Of course, we still got the spear. They did upgrade it, etc. But... Oh, you can counter their attacks? Sure. But yeah, it's still the Horizon gameplay. Like, he has protection on the legs. So, yeah, you don't... Yeah, like, when you swing the sword around... When you swing the sword around... You do more damage to the parts that are not protected. So it does seem with melee combat that you still have to focus on different parts. It's just so cool to start a fight like that. Just grapple to the machine and be like, bum bum bum. But it's still Horizon. It's still, I mean, yeah. Like, we have to remember that they have to make the multiplayer or, like, make it more action-focused. But it does feel... It still feels like Horizon. It's still... Those are the same machines. The UI, of course, the world. Yeah, it really feels like... What happens if you put Monster Hunter characters in Horizon? Well, this. And... I get it, like, it's different than the regular game, but they have to make more playstyles. If everyone was Aloy with a bow, that would not really work. I think we saw a Glinthawk there flying around. Again, that counter, that's gonna be wild. The music. No! Yes! Oh my god. What the That is another awesome way to, like, get a tall neck. And then, instead of doing the jump down like we did in... Yeah, why not use a Glinlock with your grapple hook? It really reminds me of Destiny Rising, where everyone was like, wow, give your franchise to another developer and they come up with really cool ideas. And this, like, wow, this feels like the third game. Like, I'm really curious what they're gonna do in the third game, because it's not gonna have all these elements. Can you control it? I am curious if it's just like flying around and you're just hanging on to it, or if you can control it. But with the stamina, it does feel like you can control it, or if, yeah, you can only hold on to it for a limited time. That is the movement, like Spider-Man movement, like why not? Yeah, we go for the Apex Fire Claw. Yeah, the parry, come on. Like, this is gonna be, it's the same machine, they do the same moves, but it's gonna be so different, fighting this with a giant sword. But I'm, like, when I thought they were gonna do an MMO, it's still wild, by the way, that this is on mobile. Like, I'm not sure if your mobile phone is gonna explode running this, right? When I thought of an MMO RPG, I thought they were going to do less action-focused combat. I thought it was gonna be more like World of Warcraft or Guild Wars, which is also from NCSoft. How that you're spamming your abilities, but no, it's Monster Hunter. You're still dodging. It's very, very action focused. So obviously, I do think your gear matters, but your skills will matter way more, it seems. They make it look easy. They make it look easy, but I would not be surprised if it's actually pretty hard. What we are seeing though is a lot of solo gameplay, and I like that. Like, I want that. I hope that we can just play this game solo, and because, yeah, there are no other players, right? We did see at one point kind of other users, but I think my face is blocking it. Let me quickly look at it. That they were in a party, I think, or maybe that was here. They did not bother changing the names, but here you see like user 3, user 4, and those are, so yeah, like a party of 4 seems, and then yeah, you're fighting together. But I'm not sure if that's because you're in this area together. But the rest of the gameplay, and I think that's awesome, is solo. You can take on an Apex Fire Class solo, why not? And that is good. I was worried when, like, MMORPG, yeah, you need to have a raid party of 40 people to take on these machines, but no. Seems like these hunters that we're playing are very capable as well. Okay, now moving on to the Dev Diary, because we got way more to look at here. That looks pretty cool.
안녕하세요. NC소프트의 김택진입니다. 여러분께 NC의 새로운 프로젝트.
And I want to just say, NCSoft, good job. Like, this looks insane for... I mean, if I think of NCSoft, I think of the Korean MMO, like the Blade and Soul, and I think that's them, right? And Ion 2, and those games don't look that stunning. Like, those games are not a looker. And they are way more like action, like way more, yeah, RPG focused instead of the action side of things. Apart from Blade and Soul, it has quite some action combat, but I think good on them.
Horizon Steel Frontier 마침내 선보일 수 있게 되어 기쁘다 생각합니다. 2017년 호라이즌 제로 던을 만났을 때 매력적이고 생동감 넘치는 그 세계에 저는 바로 빠져들었습니다. 거대한 기계 생명체와의 전투에 흥분을 감출 수 없었고 미스테리한 내러티브는 저의 호기심을 자극하며 그 세계 끝까지 가게 만들었습니다.
And it's not the Guerrilla Games
하지만
engine.
동시에
That's the crazy
이
part.
재미
And it still
가득한
looks
세계를
wild.
홀로 모험해야 한다는 점은 아쉽게 느껴졌습니다. 이런 세계에서 다른 사람을 만나
that's a lot
함께
of players.
협력하며 거대한 기계 생명체와 전투를 한다면 그 얼마나 재미있을까. 그런 상상을 하며 기계 생명체라면
Plowhorn here. Yeah, they're really like taking all the machines from the Horizon universe, which is nice because we saw, of course, with the Lego game it was just zeroed on.
더 재밌을 거란 확신이 있었습니다. 이 매력적인
But can they make their own? I would be like, I do think if you want to do like a big raid, you have to have a new machine. If you need like 40 people. or
세계관을
something.
바탕으로 MMO를 만들고 싶었던 거죠. 마침내 그 꿈을 호라이즌 스틸 프론티어스로 이루게 되어 오늘 여러분께 처음 소개해드리게 되었습니다. 호라이즌 스틸 프론티어스는 NC에게 새로운 도전이자 앞으로 펼쳐질 새로운 여정의 출발점입니다. NC 그리고 게릴라 게임스가 협력하여 만들어낸 새로운 호라이즌을 기대해 주시기 바랍니다.
Yeah, Amsterdam represent.
Hi, I'm Jan Bart van Beek. I'm the studio director at Guerrilla, and I also lead our art and animation teams. And I was the one who originally came up with the concept of the Horizon franchise. Now, Horizon is incredibly special to me and to everyone at Guerrilla. This world we've poured our hearts and souls into is a place where humanity, nature, and technology are constantly colliding. It's become a vibrant and living world, full of stories, tribal cultures, and of course those incredible animal-like machines.
Yeah, this very Monster Hunter like the bounty board, of course. You got your NPCs right here, so this is one of the hub towns. But it's awesome that it's like Utaru.
That rule the land. From the very beginning of creating this franchise, we've imagined the Horizon universe as one that could be experienced in many different ways. Horizon Steel Frontiers is a full-fledged MMORPG that NCSoft has built specifically for mobile. Now with Steel Frontiers, you can step into this world anywhere, anytime. Players take on the role of machine hunters, chasing opportunities.
That is for me sad that this is a mobile game, because I do think that means that they are making sure that all these sessions could be for like a short, like if you design a game for mobile, it's gonna be different than for people sitting down on a console or PC. So curious to see how that impacts it, and of course it being free to play.
Opportunity in a region called the Deadlands. This is inspired by Arizona and New Mexico. You're sharing the frontier with thousands of other players, sometimes working together to take down machines, and other times competing with rival tribes, or fighting over resources. And that mix of cooperation and competition creates moments that you could never script. Now, at the heart of Horizon's story is the search for the balance.
Yeah, they have the NCSoft character models
Between humanity, nature, and technology.
I think that's. I mean, I'm not against it. Like, sure, give their own. Let them give their own spin to these characters.
And sometimes
They
that's
still have the same armor and stuff.
harmony. Sometimes that's
But yeah, they all look like because you create your own character. They all look like, characters you make in your
Conflict.
character creator.
but it always creates a world filled with mystery and beauty. What we want players to feel is the world's resilience and its hope. And that even when everything seems overwhelming, humanity can adapt, it can survive, and finds meaning in the world. We've already had groups of guerrillas playing Horizon Steel Frontiers together
Oh
in the
my
office,
God.
and it's really amazing. Whenever I get a chance to jump
Like a cauldron
in on
together,
an early
that's
game-
awesome.
the gameplay test, what really stands out is Steel Frontiers' distinct tone and atmosphere. It has a unique identity of its own, and that's been brought to life by NCSoft developers. but it fits perfectly with the Horizon universe. And that balance between the essence of
Okay, Bello
the essence
back
of
also
Horizon
confirmed.
and something fresh that really excites me about this project.
No new machine, no new machine yet. Interesting editing, what's going on?
안녕하세요. 호라이즌 스틸 프론티어스의 총괄 프로듀서 이성구입니다. 이 프로젝트를 세상에 처음 선보이게 되어 조금 긴장되기도 하지만 동시에 굉장히 설레네요. 호라이즌 스틸 프론티어스의 핵심 컨셉은 한마디로 압도적인 사이즈의 기계를 공략하는 즐거움입니다. 거대한 기계를 공략하는 재미는 원작 호라이즌 시리즈가 가진 가장 큰 매력이었잖아요. 저희는 이 경험을 MMORPG의 영역으로 확장시키고 있습니다. 가장 중점을 두고 있는 부분은 MMORPG에 맞는 새로운 전투 경험을 설계하는 것입니다. 먼저 거대 기계 공략 과정에서 호라이즌 스틸 프론티어스만의
That's so-
독창적인 재미를 더하고
Yeah, the
있습니다.
chaining together is so awesome.
예를 들어 기계 몬스터의 특정 부위를 파괴한 뒤 풀캐스트를 활용해 순식간에 접근하여
Climb onto a
올라타
pool, yeah.
파괴한 부위에
Oh my
함정을
god.
설치하고 상태 이상 효과를 부여할 수 있고요. 전투 중에 기계 몬스터가
Yeah.
드랍한 무기를 마운트에 싣고 들고 다니다가 다른 전투
That's so awesome, using heavy weapons and
활용하는
carrying it
방식도
on your mount. Like, there were skill trees and like all these sort of perks around picking up these weapons, and you would like, it was nice, but it's not really that impactful. But if you can carry them around, then you can actually strategically use them in the next hunt.
합니다.
Hey, okay, we're gonna hunt the Fireclaw. Let me grab a Ravager cannon first, like something like that. That's awesome.
거대 기계 공략의 중심에는 협력과 전략 두 가지 키워드가 핵심 가치로
Kinda
자리
got
잡고
like
있습니다.
a green version of the Bristol back
두 가지
here.
키워드가 핵심
It seems like enhanced,
가치로
bigger.
자리 잡고 있습니다.
That's
거대
awesome.
기계 공략 과정에서 유저들은 각자의 역할을 수행하고 전략적으로 행동해야 하며 유기적으로 협력해야 합니다.
Yeah, Slaughter Spine likely one of the final
이러한
bosses.
전투 방식과 설정들은 대규모 전투에서 훨씬 더 빛을 발하게 됩니다. MMORPG만이 줄 수 있는 스케일과 다이나믹함이죠. 호라이즌 스틸 프론티어스에서는 모든 유저분들이 주인공입니다. 저희는 여러분들이 각자의 개성을 마음껏
Customization,
표현할 수
okay.
있도록 커스터마이징에 많은 공을 들이고 있습니다. 아주 세밀한 부분까지 직접 조절할 수 있도록 말이죠. 먼저 캐릭터 생성 과정에 호라이즌 원작의 부족 컨셉을 녹여냈습니다. 노라,
Awesome.
테낙스, 우타르, 오세람 등 다양한 부족 중 선호하는 부족을 선택해 캐릭터를 생성할 수 있죠. 저희는 유저분들이 원하는 외형을 최대한 구현할 수 있도록
I mean, yeah,
높은 자유도의
this is your typical
커스터마이징을 제공할
MMORPG
계획입니다.
character creator, but that's
얼굴,
awesome.
체형, 헤어, 메이크업 등 기본적인 요소를 시작으로 세부적인 부분까지 마음껏 조절할 수 있습니다. 이렇게 만들어진 외형은 다른 유저들과 공유할 수도 있습니다. 단순히 캐릭터를 만드는 것에서 끝나는 게 아니라 자신만의 개성을 뽐내고 서로의 창작물에서 영감을 얻어 캐릭터를 다시 꾸밀 수도 있죠. 여러분의 개성이 담긴 멋진 기계 사냥꾼의 모습으로 호라이즌 스틸 프론티어스를 탐험해 보시기 바랍니다.
The character designs, like this was, I think, an attempt at Aloy. Yeah, it doesn't look like her, but that's fine. Where is Aloy, by the way? But hey, that's another question. When does this take place?
호라이즌 스틸 프론티어스의 세상
It looks
속에서
awesome. Yeah, of
자신만의
course.
캐릭터를 육성하고
Why not grab it?
동료들과 함께 거대한 기계를 공략하고 데드랜드의 기계 사냥꾼으로 살아가는 이야기. 여러분이 하루빨리 이 모험의 주인공이 되는 모습을 보고 싶습니다. 저희도 그날을 위해 최선을 다하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Come as soon as possible. Yeah, when Verge says that it will be free to play according to the game's website, but I've not like seen that on the website. But yeah, it makes sense if it's like a mobile game. But then of course the big question is, how are the microtransactions? It's gonna be very important. But this looks wild. And again, yeah, I get it. Why not launch this on PlayStation 5 as well? And Guerrilla has to come with something really good to, yeah, it's. When I heard like, okay, they're gonna make an Horizon for mobile, I was like, okay, it's gonna be quite different. It's not gonna be a PC console type experience, but this looks like if you envisioned Horizon multiplayer, you thought this. This is what it's gonna be Monster Hunter, and yeah, it's gonna be this. So what is the other thing? What are they going? What is Guerrilla doing? Why are they not focusing on Horizon 3? We could have had the announcement already. They could have launched it at the end of this generation, PS5 generation. But they want to do their own co-op game, and that's why this game is probably not on PlayStation 5. Feels kind of weird to me. To be fair. But yeah, this Still Frontiers, I think it looks insane. Let me know what you think, of course, in the comments down below. Leave a like. And subscribe to this channel if you are new. Goodbye.